And good morning, everyone. Welcome into our annual Epifano McDonald's Saturday McSports Show.
Champions Breakfast
today, as we're going to be honoring the Miami Trace Panthers, who, of course, were victorious last night, 21-14 over Washington Courthouse at Gardner Park in the Battle of Fayette County.
Wow, what a game!
That was a good game to broadcast.
First half was kind of lopsided, went one way, and then the second half, I mean, every time, if I leave a little bit early, then all kinds of action happens.
Maybe you should. No, I don't want you to say you don't want to leave too early.
Well, I got to get in here early. I've been in here early to set up.
But we're glad to have everybody with us.
I watched, though, okay? I watched you on air.
Yeah.
I watched the whole game. Trust me.
I'm telling you, the numbers we had last night are unbelievable.
That's great.
Like 15,000 views.
That's awesome.
We've never done anything like that. Last year we had 6,000 views, and we thought that was unbelievable. We had I think Dave said we had over 9,000 by halftime.
Hot game.
It was a good game, hot game.
People
and, of course, Courthouse made a little competition out of it, coming back in the fourth with a couple touchdowns. And then Trace, basically, about 90 seconds, they went down the field and scored, and cool, calm, collected.
Well,
and they got the victory.
I mean, we've said it a million times, but in that game, anything can happen, right?
Yeah.
The records don't matter. I mean, that's just pure football at its finest, and what a great community we have that we can see these two teams and all these kids and everybody go down through there and play such a great game. I mean, it was awesome to see. Never disappointed.
No,
I don't think we've ever had a bad one.
Well, the last 6 games that we've had.
Here we go.
I'm a
stat man.
I'm a nerd stat guy here. But the last 6 games, whichever team's won, Courthouse has won 3 times, Trace has now won 3 times. From 2019 to last night, no team has won by 7 points or more. They won by 7 points or less.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes. And until this year, this will be Jerry's, 5th or 6th straight year you guys go into the playoffs, I believe. And Courthouse went to the playoffs about 4 or 5 years in a row. So, yeah. And I looked at the score and I said, I must have wrote it down wrong, but then again, according to this, it was 21-14.
Yeah, we don't have that plaque on
last year.
At the side.
That's why I couldn't find it. I kept saying, wait a minute, this is the 22nd one, I think.
Yeah.
So that will put Trace up 14-8, something like that. 14-9, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, but 21-14 for the second year in a row. That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty cool.
All right. I know that you were involved in athletics. We talked a great deal about it on our show over the 20-plus years we've done this thing. We're getting close to, a quarter of a century?
We're getting old, my friend.
Maybe even longer. I don't know. But you were involved, of course, in athletics, and county rivalries and stuff like that is a big thing for you. And this is a great opportunity for McDonald's to honor our students from both school systems.
Yeah, I mean, like Randy said, I went to New Lexington High School, and our rivalry was shared, and bitter rivals. And
New Lex won, by the way, last night.
Did they?
Yeah.
Good. So, it was always one of those things. The whole town took sides. And it's just kind of like that, and you kind of see it here. The nice thing about Fayette County is it seems more of a nicer, conflict, so to speak. You know what I mean? People don't get as nasty. Back then, they got kind of nasty in my hometown at times. But it's just great to see. And when I first moved here, I was shocked that both teams didn't play each other.
Right.
Okay, and I guess I don't know what the leagues were at that time, but Miami Trace was in a different league than Courthouse. So a few, 3 years after we were here, the SCOL was formed or came back together.
Reformed, yeah.
I don't know how that worked, but then they started playing again, and that's when I went to the school systems and said, hey, let's try this. Can we do something to make this special? So that's how the trophy came about to have a traveling trophy that they keep. And, you know, I got to say, when I walked into Miami Trace High School yesterday, there it is right there on the counter right when you come in, you know, with the light shining down on it and, you know, glowing and all that. And somebody said they got a special case they put it in at times. So it's kind of special that this thing's held up pretty well over the years. And it's been going back and forth to the different schools. And it's pretty cool that, you know, that happens, and we have kind of this mystique about this game now. I mean, you saw how many people were at that game last night.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Yeah,
you
great
see
crowd.
how many people go to that game. You saw the festive. I mean, we had Grimace there. We had all kinds. You know, I mean, it's just a crazy thing. We were giving out T-shirts and all kinds of things. I mean, it's a community atmosphere that you don't see in a lot of places, and everybody behaved very well last night.
Yeah.
No issues. You know, you see some of these things on TV where you have rivalry games and fights and all that. I mean, it was very, very well handled. What a blessing our community is to do that. Along with the trophy and everything that we're doing, we have, you know, 2 $500 scholarships, one for each school. We also give $500 to the athletic boosters as well as the band boosters, so that we, you know, are helping in that situation and helping them throughout every year. And it's, you know, it's just been a blessing because, you know, when you look at the other aspects of the sporting event, you got the band. You know, we got to start doing something for the cheerleaders, okay? Because they kind of got forgotten about. So we'll put our head together and start doing something about the cheerleaders. But, you know, it's just a great thing that, you know, to be able to do that and have the community. You know, like I keep telling everyone, you know, you're making an investment in your community when you come to my McDonald's, and we're going to reinvest a portion of that back by doing things like this, scholarships, the other things that we do, feeding the homeless. All that stuff matters. And I know it matters to everyone that's watching this, and I appreciate you coming to our restaurants and supporting us. You enable us to do that, and I appreciate you and I being able to do these things together. It's been a lot of years that Randy and I have been together doing sporting events and different things like this. And, you know, it's all about community, but it's all about making a magical moment for these young folks. When we do these sporting events, do these shows, the student athlete awards, the different things that we do, hopefully that gives them a memory that they'll remember for a long time. Because, you know, as you get old like us, those memories start to come back and you kind of reminisce, so to speak. Right now they're not in that reminisce mode, but someday hopefully they can pull this video out and take a look at it and see what they did, or watch one of the videos you guys did. You know, just kind of feel good about the moment and remember that, and we had a piece in that memory. And I think that's what, you know, that's what McDonald's is all about. You know, McDonald's is a community. I mean, you saw the 50th anniversary that we just did, and we had people get on there and talk about their memories of McDonald's growing up. Maybe it was a birthday party. Maybe one lady met her husband there. You know, a lot of people have had special memories throughout their years by coming to McDonald's, because it's always been that community kind of place from the very beginning, and we still are today. So we're just, you know, happy. We're a local business, even though there's that big golden arches. A lot of people think, you know, oh, it's a national company. It really isn't local. You know, I live in the community. I'm here. I'm a local person. I spend my money in the community right here with all you folks, and just blessed to be a part of the community. Thank you for how you embrace me and my family, our restaurants, and also I thank my employees that do so much every day to take care of you, the customer. So what a blessing my employees are, and what a blessing today is that we can do this.
I know that we've talked to you a little bit about the local connection. You know, one of the people asked us a couple of years ago, we kind of really started using more of the Epifano McDonald.
Yeah.
Because people would always say, oh yeah, go to the McDonald's store. And we've always been trying to emphasize, no, it's Epifano's McDonald's, because Nick Epifano is the local owner-operator. Him and his wife Karen, they're the ones that actually live in the community. They're the ones that are investing the dollars back into the community for things like this.
Yeah, and you know, really when you look at it, probably, I don't know the exact number, but probably 90% of McDonald's restaurants are people like me. You know, local, independent franchisees that are a part of the McDonald's system, which is a great system. You know, so thankful to be a part of it. But also, we're local people that live in your communities, go to church in your communities. You know, our kids go to schools, all that, and we're a part of the community. So I think sometimes it gets lost because of the size of McDonald's. That's a good thing, but it's also can be bad. So yeah, I mean, it's Epifano McDonald's. At the end of the day, it's McDonald's.
Right.
But we try to let people know that you're coming to our McDonald's, and we're going to do what we can to help the community.
What's going on at McDonald's?
Chicken Big Mac right now.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I mean, if you haven't tried Chicken Big Mac, we're going to get you one today and let you try that. I mean, if you like Big Macs and you like chicken, this is like a home run.
Okay.
I mean, people love it. I mean, it's done really well. And then here pretty soon, I can't tell you the exact date, but it's coming. We're going to have Krispy Kreme donuts.
What?
Okay. Yeah. Right here at McDonald's.
Oh boy.
Delivered fresh every day.
Oh boy.
Okay, from Krispy Kreme, and we're going to take over the donut market.
Sounds like it. My goodness.
So yeah, you'll have to. We'll tease you. We'll have Randy do a commercial or something.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
We'll have 3 varieties, and it's going to be great. It's a partnership with Krispy Kreme that McDonald's has worked on for quite a while, and have done a lot of testing. So we're excited about that. Our area will be one of the next ones to start here early November, and you'll be able to come in and try these out. You'll be able to go through the drive-thru. You'll be able to come inside. You can get 6 at a time. You can get individual. We're going to have some great drink pairings where you can get like an iced coffee and a donut, or a coffee and a donut at a special price that's going to just be great. So I would just keep your eye out for that. We'll let you know when that comes. But that's something really new.
Wow, that's something else. How about the Halloween buckets? How are those going?
We're almost out.
I'll go say.
They sell out every year.
Okay.
So if you haven't got one already, I wouldn't wait this weekend. I'd try to get out and get them. They're going crazy.
I know a lot of people collect those and take them, let the kids go out with them and all that stuff.
You know, there's a big collector market for McDonald's Happy Meal items. The Crocs, the little Croc shoes that we did the Happy Meals. It was phenomenal too. So yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No, just thank everybody, and I think we'll have a great show today. Congratulations to both teams. We're celebrating with Miami Trace today, but congratulations also to Washington Courthouse. What a game they played last night. Fought clear to the end, and unfortunately there's always a winner and loser, and we're thankful for them and all they do in the community.
I always kept saying, I said, one year I would just like to have a tie.
That would be cool.
That way both school system, but Coach Williams is saying, no, it's not going to. No, you cannot end in a tie.
So it keeps going until
it keeps going until somebody.
If we go 3 in the morning, we're still going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least the lights didn't blow out last night or anything.
Well, that's true. We don't even want to go there. That happened years ago. All right, so we're going to have a couple of special guests for Miami Trace coming up in just a few minutes. So we hope you stay with us. We'll talk to head coach Jerry Williams in just a few moments right here on the Epifano McDonald's McSaturday Sports Show right here on the Epifano Sports Network. We're back here at the Jeffersonville McDonald's location, or Epifano McDonald's location. Better make sure I say it right here, I get in trouble. Jerry Williams with us now. Jerry, of course, head coach of the Miami Trace Panthers. 3 of the last 4 years. Jerry, you've been able to take that trophy back to Miami Trace High School with you. Congratulations on a big win last night.
Thank you. It was a big win, and big emotional win, and it was good for our seniors to get that win, and that was my first one there at their place.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. When you look at the game last night, it was a game kind of, you guys jumped out real early, scored I think on the first or second drive, you went up 7-0. Then it kind of battled back and forth. Then you scored again, and he was up 13-0 at halftime. Second half, it seemed like it was more of a battle between you guys between the 20s. No one really could get anything going. They went for it on fourth down a couple times, but your defense really came up strong on some big plays.
No, our defense played extremely well last night, and they were able to get it off the field, and offense didn't move the ball very well the second half, and a lot of that was mistakes. So we were starting behind the sticks quite a bit. I mean, 1st and 15 by penalties and different things like that, and that makes things difficult when you can't start with 1st and 10 and do what you need to do.
They went up on you guys now 14-13. There's about 3.5 minutes left, and all of a sudden, obviously the crowd motions were kind of crazy. We was on the home side. The courthouse fans are going nuts. Trace folks are like, okay, let's be cool, calm, and collected here. And your kids just went right down and did their job.
Well, the second half, I mean, outside of mistakes and penalties that we had, I felt that, getting to that, we got into our 2-minute offense at that point, and that forced my hand at that point, and I'm glad it did, because, I said this last night on the radio as well. It's just that, I believe that, once we got up, I was coaching in a way in which I was coaching not to lose, and once they scored, it forced our hands to do some different things, and I have to entrust in these talented athletes that we have on our team, and it allowed us to get into that 2-minute offense, which we practice at least once, but if not twice a week. We're into week 10, and we work hard at this and put a lot of emphasis on that during practice. So being able to go out and make plays with you got a fantastic quarterback. We got great receivers and guys out there that make plays, and Trey and Gage Stuckey, they certainly stepped it up, and then Baker certainly put the nail in the coffin there at the end.
When you look at coming into the game, what was one of the things that you were a little concerned about against Fort Washington Courthouse?
Well, one is they certainly were a lot better than everybody thought they were. I mean, we knew that going into the game. I mean, they had a very difficult schedule early on, and everybody just assumed that they weren't that good of a football team. But the teams, if you look at the teams that they're playing, they're 1, 2, 3 in the region, or whatever, in Division III and Division IV. And they're a good football team. They have a lot of athletes on that team, and we knew that we had to play again. We felt that we had a more talented team, but I mean that's every time you get into that game, it's a physical game, and you said earlier how close they are, and you just have to anticipate that.
Was one of the issues, I'm sure it probably was, we got to stop Osborne.
Oh, clearly. I mean, he's a good football player, and he makes a lot of plays. We just knew that we had to keep him in front of us. But even with that being said, last night we had blanket coverage on him at times, and he made some great plays.
You look at your defensive unit, especially your secondary. Again, there's I think at least 4 or 5 times that I think Courthouse had to go for it on a fourth down step. But your kids just came up with some unbelievable plays, knocking the ball away from the intended receiver and things like that, or stuffing the runner and stuff like that. When you work with your defensive unit during the week, what are some of the things you're always trying to keep teaching them and stuff like that to look for?
One of the things we're fortunate with is that we're fortunate that we have a lot of athletes that compete against them. We put on our scout team, and we were just very, like I said, very fortunate that we can do that each and every day. But you constantly are putting in different looks, different coverages, trying to show something and actually roll into a different coverage in something than what you're showing. But bottom line, it was let's put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Let's make sure that we don't let them get behind us. Let's keep them in front of us. But those guys took it one step further last night, and like I said, they had some blanket coverage last night that played very well. I mean, Cooper Hicks played extremely well. Perkins had some great plays last night at times. Jansen Smith was coming up and making some great plays.
Oh, he did. Oh my!
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, that's part. That's what you can't coach, is the emotions of the game.
Right.
And those guys were able to step up, and that was the best game that they've played all year. And those defensive backs.
Well, now speculation is the Rough Riders of St. Mary's Memorial will be your opponent. You guys, looks like you're going to be the 9th seed, so that means you're going to have to go on the road. You guys got kind of getting used to that, aren't you?
Well, we like to prefer a home game.
Yeah.
But, we did that. We did it last year, and we just we have to continue. We take that experience and go play football.
I know you probably hadn't had a chance to look at them too much, but what can you tell us about them?
I can't tell you a thing about them other than that. I think they're a wing team. When you play in a rivalry game like this, the focus is completely
right
on Courthouse, and we didn't know for sure whether we were going to play them. It could have been 2 or 3 other teams that could have rolled in there based upon wins and losses. So really our total emphasis was to beat Courthouse last night.
All right, well, we're going to let you and the kids enjoy, the coaches and fans enjoy getting the trophy this morning before you start worrying about officially who you're going to play tomorrow when it comes out. But congratulations once again. Still, I know you're disappointed with the 3 losses, but hey, it's the second season now. You can start at 0-0 and maybe get a couple wins under your belt.
That's what we've been telling the kids. Once we get past Courthouse, the new season starts, and we just have to readjust and go watch film and go play some football, see how far we can go.
All right, Jerry Williams, the head football coach of the Miami Trace Panthers. Appreciate him joining us. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk to defensive coordinator Jack Anders, the guy that keeps saying he's going to retire, and he never does. It's almost like me. We'll talk about it with him in just a few minutes right here on the Epifano McDonald's Saturday McSports Show. All right, we're back here at McDonald's in Jeffersonville. Of course, the site of the presentation of the Epifano McDonald's Fayette County Trophy, which we will be presenting here in just a little bit. Right now is defensive coordinator Jack Anders with us from Miami Trace. And Jack, except for the 2 little scoring spurts that Courthouse was able to pull off on you guys early in that 4th period last night, overall, you guys really held the team in check.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's due to the kids defensively. I mean, we'd worked a certain scheme all week. We knew that the Osborne boy was one of their go-to guys.
Right.
So we kind of put a game plan together to try to take him out of his element. And, our guys executed as well as they could have. kudos to the secondary guys. That tough position. Last night was probably their best game that they played all season. They were knocking down balls. We had the one interception. Of course, that was our outside linebacker. Just overall, I mean, it was a gutty performance from them. I know there was 3 or 4 times we stopped them on 4th down.
Yeah.
And then I had to give a shout out to my, the guys that coach with me on that side of the ball, Cody Scott, Matt Scott, Michael Fritz. Those guys come in and listen to me get on them occasionally, but we got a pretty good relationship, and I think that helps a lot too.
Going into a game like that, we've already mentioned about, Osborne's the one you basically got to stop. I mean, the kid did have, 500 yards in one game, so that will get your attention and so forth. But, the Kaufman boy was a good passer for him. Andrew Young, good rushing attack there. And Coldflesh, who got our Player of the Game award for Washington Courthouse, he had another good game as well. So I'm saying is that offensively, Courthouse did offer a lot of challenges to you guys.
Yeah, they offered a lot of challenges, but when it got to the crunch time, who were they going to go to? And we felt like the Osborne kid was going to be the one, taking nothing away from those other kids, but they had a good team. You could see that they'd improved a lot. Their first 5 games out of the gate was just brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, they got London, they had Monroe, so you look at it, and I'm thinking all 5 of those teams made the state playoffs.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And may even be in 4 of the 5 were probably in the top 4 or 5 in their region.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. When you look at a game like this, you've played in it. You've coached in it. What does a rivalry game like this mean to you personally? Was it harder as a player or as a coach or both?
Well, I think it's harder as a coach, and the only reason I say that is I could control what I was doing when I was out on the football field. As a coach, you're not afforded that luxury. Because you're calling things in. You're trying to make reads. You're trying to tell your kids exactly what they're supposed to be doing. You got to think about what they're going to be running the next play, what formations they're in. There's just so many things that go into it. When I lined up a defensive tackle or as an offensive tackle, it's like, all right, I know what I'm doing here. But, but as far as the rivalry part, I mean, it's just an awesome feeling. And it's a community event, for not just us, but for Courthouse. It gives you a little bit of bragging rights for the year, and you have a better feeling about yourself for the rest of the year. You just feel good about yourself, and kudos to all of our kids that got in last night, or even the guys that run scout team for us. And there's just so many things that goes into winning ball games, and just happy to be a part of it.
Well, you can enjoy a little bit of it today with the trophy presentation. You guys in the back of your mind, you pretty much know who you're going to be playing next week on the road, St. Mary's Memorial, but you can maybe not worry about today. Is Coach going to give you the day off, or do you now?
Yeah, we got the day off.
Okay.
We'll get back at it tomorrow about 10 o'clock.
Okay, yeah.
Start breaking down film.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, good. I should be able to enjoy it today.
Yeah, we're gonna enjoy the day. I think everybody's gonna enjoy today, and
okay, good enough.
We just, like I said, we'll have to get back at it tomorrow and see what we can do.
All right, Jack, thanks for joining us, buddy. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Jack Anders, the defense coordinator from the Miami Trace Panthers. He's like me. Well, one of these days, me and you will retire.
Yeah, we will.
I don't know when it's going to be. We both might be in our casket when it happens. I don't know. But we'll keep plugging along. I've seen this guy play. he played at Miami Trace when I was doing ball games. That goes to show you how old I am.
It's been a few years.
It's been a few years, to say the least. We're going to talk to a couple players, and then we'll do the trophy presentation. So stay with us right here at McDonald's in Jeffersonville on the Epifano Sports Network. Back here at McDonald's, we always try to at least talk to two players on the team, one offensive, one defensive. Gage Stuckey is with us right now, wide receiver. You play what's on defense?
I didn't play any defense last night.
Oh, okay.
Usually safety or corner.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you played both ways. Big touchdown reception. Tell us about the play.
So they were dropping the safety down, like kind of into the linebackers. So we kind of just ran slants, and it was wide open. So that was pretty much that. And we tried to just focus that pretty much the whole game as much as we could. But they ended up bringing the safety back, so it took away our slants.
So yeah, what, it was 50-some yards, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was 56.
56-yard touchdown. So that's really good. When you go up against a team like a Washington Courthouse, you've had a chance now to play them. You're a senior, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've had a chance to play against them 4 years and stuff. What is one of the things that the coaches try to teach you or talk to you about, let's say like before the game?
I mean, for Courthouse, it's kind of just, you got nothing to lose. Go out there and just do what you can. Anything you can, just give it.
How about when you looking at the team, especially you playing on the receiver and stuff, defensively, what were some of the things that you thought might present some opportunities for you, or some things that you had to kind of look for?
So we knew that their secondary was somewhat weak, like most high school football teams. So we kind of just, whenever we could, take advantage of that and then use that to our advantage.
When you look at your quarterback, Trey, he's puts up some pretty impressive numbers this year. And then when you have a running back like Baker, who can put up about close to 1,000 yards and stuff, overall, does that make your job easier to know that you have a good running game like that?
It makes things so much easier because you can kind of, if one thing's not working, you can jump right to the other and still be successful. And then you can flip whenever they start catching on to the other thing.
You remember how many passes you caught this year overall? I don't have it in front of me either, so I can't tell you either. I've got it here, all this scrap of paper, but I couldn't tell you.
I got no idea.
You don't really care, right? As long as you got the win, that's the main thing.
Good wins. That's all we need.
You look back now with the trophy presentation coming up here a little bit, stuff like that. This will be the third time you guys have now won. You won it again last year and again this year as well. What's that trophy mean to you guys that's on the football team?
I mean, small town, you know. If anybody says anything, you're like, hey, we got the trophy though. So it's kind of just like that.
Scoreboard, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Gage, congratulations for the big touchdown last night. Your 21-14 win. We'll do the trophy here in just a few minutes. All right.
All right.
Appreciate it. We'll take a quick break. We'll talk to Brady right after this here on the Epifano Sports Network. Okay, thanks, Gage. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. What's up, Mr. Sheets?
A whole lot.
With us now is Brady Sheets, who, of course, is one of the players of the Miami Trace Panthers football team. Brady, another senior. You were hurt for a couple games, weren't you?
Yeah, I went out the Bethel Tate game, and then I came back Jackson week, so I was out 3 games.
Okay, I know I saw we did one of your games, I think it was Greenfield, and I saw you walking around, and I thought, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And then Guthrie gets hurt.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
And so you guys basically are playing a couple guys down throughout the season, the injury, especially the line play. It seemed like the line really hit this year.
Yeah, I give credits to our younger guys. They stepped up when we needed them. Dane Will came in. He's playing left guard right now because I had to play left tackle for Adam. So
yeah.
He's playing there, and then Aiden White, he comes in every now and then if we have another guy go down. So
yeah,
our younger guys are really coming up.
But that's what makes part of the team.
Yep.
Is everybody's cooperating, everybody's working together, and next guy up, I guess the old saying goes.
Yeah. Yep.
Looking back now on this series rivalry over the last couple of years, you've been able to be successful 3 of the 4 years that you played. What's this game kind of mean to you?
It's a sense of pride, I guess. And it's bragging rights in the community. Like Coach Anders told us what it meant to him. He goes around, he sees guys 30 years later, and he's like, oh, we can reminisce because I beat him. So.
Well, a game like this, at first you guys jumped out to a 13-0 lead, and I think, let's be honest with you, Courthouse did not have a great season. They were getting better, but you never know, and you guys were coming off back-to-back losses, and figures you guys were probably pretty mad anyway. But in all honesty, when it got down to the end, it came down to that last touchdown once again between you two guys.
Typical Trace Courthouse game.
Yes, it was. Like I said, 6 times now it's been 7 points or less. So
same scores last year too.
That's right. So that's. I still can't get over that exact same scores last year. That's one thing that really sticks out in my mind. When you look at a game like this, though, was there some things that you had to contend with as the game progressed? Was there maybe things the coaches were telling you, but you had to kind of make a slight adjustment, or say, hey, coach, I need to make an adjustment here, or can we make an adjustment here, or what?
Keeping that Osborne kid, just keep him from running. He's a pretty quick guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's about it. Also getting off blocks on the front line, kind of trying to get away from them instead of stay in front and dance with them. So.
Yeah. I know one thing that I did notice a great deal is a lot of sportsmanship between the two teams. I saw a lot of you guys coming back out onto the field after you guys went to the locker room, talking to the Courthouse kids because they were down, and I thought that spoke well of the class that you guys had.
Yeah, we've known most of them since we played Pee Wee football with them. So
yeah.
I played baseball with a bunch of them. So I've known Isaac Hood forever, the linebacker there, number 10, and I played baseball with him in Bloomingburg. So we were always good buddies, and I like to keep him. And then Jackson Keaton and I, we always wrestled each other, and we've been good friends throughout the years. So it's sportsmanship, like you said. It's a good thing to have in this game. So
yeah, it is. So now that you've got the regular season done, Hopefully the coach is giving everybody the day off. You guys can get ready Monday morning, I guess, to go in and start getting ready for the playoffs.
Yep.
Do you get tired of going to the playoffs?
No.
Okay, say you better not say anything else.
That next season, you always look forward to it.
Yep. And you guys will have a pretty tough opponent, but we'll worry about that later. Enjoy today's win. That's the main thing, right?
Yep.
All right. Where you going to school, Brady?
Nowhere. I'm going to work.
You're going to work?
Yep.
Okay. Got anything lined up?
Not yet.
All right. Well, I heard McDonald's is hiring. $22 for manager. That's pretty good money. All right. Well, with that, Brady Sheets has joined us. We'll take a quick break. What are you going to do? We're going to go straight to the ceremony, or?
Well, Coach and I will do it right here.
Okay. Okay. We're going to have a presentation of the trophy to the coach, and then we'll go outside after we're done and take pictures of everybody. Okay, that's how we'll do it. All right. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Now, you don't really see this gentleman. You gotta kind of go that way. Yeah. Okay. That's better.
Let me set this up here, like we All right. Okay, the time is here. So, Coach, I'm very happy to send this back to Miami Trace. You guys and your team earned it, and it's going to sit in your house for another year. So, congratulations.
Thank you. We'll happiply accept it. Sure.
Hey guys, you got your trophy.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
So we'll go outside and take some pictures.
All right.
All
Got
right.
to walk over here, unfortunately, and switch this over. But
All right.
do a closing.
Trophy has been presented, and the kids are going to go outside and get pictures and all that stuff. So once again, we want to congratulate Coach Williams and the Miami Trace Panthers for winning the trophy for this year. So that's going to about wrap it up. We'll be back in a couple weeks. We'll have a star of the game and also student athletes, so be watching for that announcement. We'll be doing that hopefully before the Thanksgiving holiday, and well, we'll have more stars of the games when we get to the winter sports season. All right, so we're not done yet. So we hope you join us. Don't forget, as far as we know, Trace will be on the road. We'll have full information for you tomorrow afternoon after the tournaments have been officially announced. Until then, I'm Randy Young along with Nick Epifano. Thanks for joining us today on the Epifano McDonald's Saturday McSports Show right here on the Epifano Sports Network.